Hi everyone, welcome to the human physiology component of our school year. Our first human system is going to be the digestive system, and this will include a little bit of background about nutrition as well. You'll see in our diagram we have a general image that labels the parts of the mouth where the start of digestion occurs. We also have in our note sheet, and you can feel free to access the note sheet and enlarge this, but this is a labeled diagram that shows all the different parts of the digestive system. You're going to need to know about the macromolecules that we require for our body systems to function properly. Macromolecules are the nutrients that we need that we obtain from our food. You already know a lot of this because you've probably learned it in health class. I'm sure you learned some of it in middle school. We're going to try and take it to the next level here. You need to know not only that you require proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water, but you're going to be expected to know a little bit more about each one of those different macromolecules. Please feel free to reflect back on this or go to our biochemistry unit to check those notes out. We are going to be looking at the measurement of energy in our food. We call these calories. Now, these are very similar, but not the same as the unit of measurement of heat that we use in science. We call those calories. But these are capital C. It is still a measurement of energy, but in the case of food, we measure it as kilocalories. So one food calorie is the equivalent of 1,000 scientific calories. So if your Snickers bar has 240 calories, it is actually 240,000 calories. And you may or may not know what that measurement means. What is a calorie in the first place? Well, I will tell you. A calorie is the amount of energy required to convert 1 milliliter of water 1 degree Celsius. So you can heat up 1 milliliter of water 1 degree Celsius with a calorie. Now, a food calorie will do that for 1,000 milliliters of water. So you can take 1,000 milliliters of water and you can raise that temperature 1 degree. There's some mathematics in there, but we're not going to dwell upon that. Proteins. Looking at our first macromolecule, these are made from chains of amino acids. We get these from milk, eggs, fish, meat, beans. We need lots of proteins in our diet to allow for growth, maintenance, and repair of tissues. So anytime you need to increase the size of an organ, if your bones are growing, if your skin is repairing, if you need to produce muscle because you've been working out, you need protein. Proteins are used to make enzymes, the hormones that regulate our body, and also, since we were just talking about some of our immune functions, the white blood cells in your body produce antibodies, and those are made of protein as well. I wanted to point out that collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. It's kind of like the glue that holds our body tissues together. All right, so let's talk about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are made up of monosaccharide chains. We learned that back in that biochem unit. The source of our carbohydrates that we get our energy from includes cereals, breads, fruits, vegetables. We get the majority of our energy especially quick energy from simple carbohydrates. The simple sugars are the monosaccharides. Glucose and fructose are examples of those. Uh, we need these for quick energy, but wood and plant matter, the cellulose that makes up the plant cell walls, are actually carbohydrates too. And we don't have the ability to digest those, but they are the fiber that we call the roughage in our diet. Fiber helps to keep your digestive system moving in a fluid motion to keep everything going down the right path, so to speak. Excess can contribute to obesity and diabetes. So too much carbohydrate, too much sugar, or too much bread and cereal can lead to obesity, and too much refined sugar in the form of like candies and desserts and stuff can lead to early onset diabetes. Our next macromolecule are the fats, and these are three fatty acids and a glycerol. You hopefully remember that. Those are the lipids. We get these from the oils and fats that are found in nuts, butter, meat, cheese. Yes, meat has lots of protein, but all meat will also have fats associated with it too. Different meats have differing amounts of fat, and not all fats are created equal. Some fats are more easily digested by your body. Some fats your body has a hard time processing, and it will deposit them in your arteries because it doesn't have any other place to put them. They have lots of different functions in our body. They include a source of energy. They include cell structure. The cell membrane is made up of a phospholipid bilayer, and that's made up of fats. Your hormones. Some hormones are fat soluble, like steroid hormones, like testosterone. These are hormones that are made of lipid structures. Fats are also used for protection in our bodies. They protect us from heat loss, and they protect us from trauma, which is impacts and injury. Too much fats can contribute to high blood pressure. Too much fat in our diet can lead to cardiovascular disease and heart attack. Okay, so let's talk about some of the newer uh, molecules that are required in our diet. These are the vitamins and minerals. There are lots of variations to these, so it's hard for me to make a lot of generalizations, but they do help with lots of regulation of normal body activities. Many of the vitamins that we need in our diet, including A, B, C, D, E, and there's no vitamin F, but there is a vitamin K. But all of these vitamins behave as what are known as coenzymes or cofactors for different metabolic pathways. Specifically, I will mention the B vitamins. There's B3, B6, B12. Many of the B vitamins are vitally important in the production of ATP by the mitochondria. So B vitamins have a distinct ability to increase your energy level. There are also minerals listed here. These are periodic table of elements symbols. So Ca is calcium, Mg is magnesium, you've got K, which is potassium, Fe is iron, and Na is sodium. These are all very important minerals. Right? They're not molecules, but they are incorporated into our body systems to help them function properly. You need calcium in order to have strong bones. You need iron to increase your blood's ability to carry oxygen. You need sodium and potassium to help your nerve functions. So these are all very important, necessary vitamins and minerals. And lastly on our list is water. Water is one of the most important molecules for our survival because the chemical reactions that occur in our body require water. We discussed that at length. So at this time, I'm going to take a pause, and we're going to use our next video to discuss the parts of the digestive system.